Welcome back to another episode of To the Stars. We are going to be working on the assembly building, but we're going to also need to work on our fuel depot as well. So, I saw an assembly building. It's really more of an assembler building. You'd call it the assembly, but that's technically a misnomer. It'd be like coining a new term, basically, almost. Um, but then we'll also need to work on a fuel refinery because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if there's enough fuel in the miner to really be able to do this. I don't want a thruster. Not the camera. There we go. You see, we've only got 10% fuel. That's probably not going to be enough to do what we need to do. So, yeah, let's go ahead. Let me work on putting a roof over the assembly building. I think I'm going to put in heavy armor just so bombardment does less damage. And I might swap out these light armor plates on the refinery as well for some heavy armor in addition, simply to reduce potential damage that we would take in the event of an alien attack or an enemy attack. Alien enemy. There's no aliens. Well, I guess if I turn on the spiders there would be, but there's no aliens. So all we've got instead is parallax over there. Parallax in the sky. Oh, that's a certain sky. We got parallax and parallax. We're surrounded by them, and they're not that far away. Assert is hauling gas up there. Thought I could take it without destroying it and capture it. I would do it, but I fear I would absolutely just blow it away and then I wouldn't get any gas out of it, so it's not worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and start fleshing out a structure around the assemblers here to protect them, give them some heavy armor on top, I think, and we'll see how things go from there. And I'll see you guys in a little bit when I get that fleshed out, possibly when the sun comes up. Well, parallax is definitely taking chances and getting close. I don't think it's going to get within 800 meters needed for that to fire on it, but I don't. It's too close for comfort, I'll tell you that much right now. Let's see how it goes. And sorry if I didn't say it before, if I didn't say anything, but I have actually been sick for the past few days, so I am not going to be. I might sound a little congested here, so I apologize. But yeah, we'll see what they do. I'm going to ignore them for now, though, because I need to get this finished here and get it roofed over with some heavy armor and everything. All right. Okay. Alright, looks like we're safe from the Spirit of Le Monde. I think the Open Tide's just too far out. It's not going to come by me that close, so it's just hanging out there. So I think we're good. We will see, how things go next time they come by as well. I'll keep you posted while I continue to finish fleshing out and such. Hopefully not too much will happen, so I can just show you guys this completed as opposed to while I'm in the middle of doing it, because they have too much going on. So here we go. Alright, quick brief interim update. I've got the shell over the assemblers and assembly buildings, working on putting a shell of just heavy armor plating here around the refinery, and I'm also going to put some heavy armor plating down sides in front here. I still need to finish this out. It's not completely done. Got, you know, but it's the shell's there. It's got some pretty decent defense against bombardment now, so hopefully don't have to rebuild it all again. And now I'm gonna start laying out the fuel depot. The fuel depot, just as an aside or note, I should say not an aside, I'm not gonna have it connected just by a single connector. I think what I'm gonna try and do is an extensive connector, so have something come out from here that extends that, you know, more accurately, it comes out from over here and extends and adjusts to that. We'll see how that works. If it doesn't work very well, it doesn't work well, but that'll be something that'll be start out, you know, landing geared down to the ground, and then I'll bring it over and connect it up as like one of the first things I kind of set up and do, and then we'll go from there. Let me start getting that set up here, and we'll be right back. Alright, so still working on it, but here is an idea of what I was talking about for a large hydrogen refueling depot. Basically, it will have 8 large hydrogen tanks, which means it's going to be a lot of ice hauling missions. I might even migrate a little bit closer to the ice fields just to make it easier. And this here is intended to mill out to be further out and articulated, even not at the same altitude or elevation, and adjust it to be able to attach anyway. Yeah, it's gonna be fiddly. Yeah, gotta be real careful doing it. I turned off the magnetism on this connector here, so everything should be good there. And obviously I got a lot more work to do still on this, but you know, stay tuned for a little bit longer, and hopefully in a few minutes you'll see it more fleshed out with the O2H2 gens that it will need to generate that much hydrogen that quickly, as well as everything else that I will require. And we'll see you then. Alright, welcome back, and as I said, I have the shell done here, and as you can see here, I've also added, oh, I forgot to finish the front here for the cockpit, if you will, for driving around or flying it around. I have added landing gear to the bottom, and I'm going to eventually put a layer of armor down here as well, just so that way, you know, just protect the conveyors and stuff like that underneath. I am still going to armor the sides here with armor plating. And then interior, you can see here we're fully welded up. Here we have a floor up top here where we have our gyroscopes. We have some event controllers we have for configuring, you know, turning on and off hydrogen engines as if uranium runs low, batteries run low, etc. We have a flight controller for AI, remote control. We have 2 gyros here as well. Sorry, my brain did not want to think of the word gyro. Got some more batteries. And so we've got here is the basic assembler system here. And so we're good to go with this. I'm still probably going to do some more on the side in here. I might do some painting as well, just to change it out, particularly since I'm going to put armor plating on the outside here. I might paint the interior to be a different color, because I'll be able to do that with that plating on the outside. But on top of this, you'll see here the miners on the back of the refinery ship, not on the other side, because over here is where I've put the start for the refueling station. You can see here we have 8 large, you know, industrial hydrogen containers. Not large, they're just industrial, but you know. And then I've got this lovely little fiddly bit here to connect the 2 ends apart, as well as, you know, everything that's underneath is, you know, redundantly connected across and down both sides. And each of these sections here, right there and there, between each of these tanks is a set of O2H2 gens. So as a result, there are what, 2, 4, 6, 12 O2H2 gens on here. I have the 3 O2H2 gens here. And as a result, just with one load of ice, which wasn't a ton of ice to be honest, because, well, the miner's a nice size. Let's face it, it's not going to be that big for getting out. You know, if I really wanted to do a lot of large-scale resource collection, it's not that big of it, that great at it. But if we come here and we look at this, you can see here we've got 4% of capacity, and that's in all eight of these. So still need to finish this out and figure out what I want to do for here, but that's going to be for another episode. So what we're going to do is we'll put together the outer shell and remainder of the refueling depot, and we will begin, you know, building up the defenses more here. We'll finish repairing the sledgehammer here and begin the administration facility. And then once that's done, we'll have a functional and working lunar base, and we can begin to move off to one of the other planets. Not that one though, because that is Triton, and we probably better be better off going over that way to Mars, Europa, before heading off the alien planet and Titan, and we'll finish at Triton, and then I don't know where Pertum is out here. I think it might be on the other side of the Earth, like, I'm not sure, but we'll head out there too. So all that and more next time on To the Stars.